Hello everyone, Marky Shaw here with something of interest. So my buddy Scott told me about this old organ he recently acquired and how cool it was. I decided to check it out for myself and see what kind of sounds we can make with this thing and do a little research on the company that made it. This is the Kawai DX90 with Electro Chord Bass 3 technology. Kawai is a company with an interesting history. They were first established all the way back in 1927 as a musical instrument research laboratory. They released their first grand piano only a year later in 1928, and then started manufacturing reed organs as early as 1930. And during World War II, the company was required to shift all of their production efforts to making military supplies such as aircraft parts and gliders. Once the war was over, they started making furniture, radio cabinets, accordions, and resumed their production of pianos and organs. Fast forward to the 1970s and 80s, Kawai experienced massive growth around the world and was producing 5,000 pianos a month. They started dabbling in computers and electronics around the same time, which I believe is when the DX90 started to surface. It possesses a lot of similar features that an electronic keyboard for musicians would have at the time. According to an owner's manual that I found online, I believe this was manufactured sometime around 1982. It's equipped with 2 instruments for the foot pedals, 3 instruments for the lower keyboard, and 6 instruments for the upper keyboard. As is with most of these types of organs, you can use more than one instrument at a time, which actually creates a really cool and unique sound. By pressing all of the buttons down, it does indeed play all the tones simultaneously, albeit some are hard to discern individually. The end result provides a full and warm sound that makes me feel all sorts of 8-bit happiness. There's even delay and vibrato effects. Unfortunately, they don't work on this organ for some reason. I haven't investigated the problem yet, but everything else seems to work just fine, including the rhythm accompaniment and auto chord and bass features. I'm going to play through each of the instruments individually to start, and then we'll keep adding new instruments to see how it affects the overall sound. Stick around till the end for a quick little multi-track recording as well. Now, I'm no professional organist by any means, but I do love to fiddle around with instruments of all sorts until I can find a melody that I like. So let's throw this into my recording software and add some modern components to make a little tune. that was really a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this cool piece of history. You know, people are practically giving away these organs these days. They're either really cheap or people just don't have the room for them anymore. So if you manage to find one and you have the space for it, as well as a friend to help you carry the daggone thing, then I'd say it's worth getting. It's a lot of fun to play with. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and click on the little bell icon to receive notifications for when my next upload comes out. Also, feel free to visit my Patreon and PayPal links down in the description below. All of your kind donations are much appreciated. Thanks so much for watching this instrument review. Stay tuned in the next few days for my next video in the series on retro computing. Also, if you haven't had a chance, check out my latest single called Convinced. It's featuring my dear friend Scott Griffin on lead vocals. We had a blast making this thing in the studio the other day, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. It's on all the major music platforms, Google Play, iTunes, Spotify. And if you want to get your music on all those major platforms, sign up with DistroKid. They're fantastic, and it's really affordable. I have a link down in the description as well that'll save you 7%. There's lots more fun and nerdy things to come. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful day. Take care.
I've got myself convinced that